Dining coaches, Richard exclaimed disgustedly as the manager walked away. Why do we need dining coaches for? Regular coaches are just bad enough. I think that sounds like a good idea, said Jones. Offering lunch services in the middle of the day for passengers. I think it might attract more passengers when the dining coaches are added to our trains. The manager said there will be no changes to the timetable, said Hamish. It's just some extra coaches added to our passenger runs up to Peel Godric. An extra set of delicate coaches, Richard continued. My driver told me about dining coaches. They need to be treated more preciously than regular coaches. The other engines looked at each other. It wasn't the first time Richard complained about changes. However, despite Richard's complaining, he would still do his job. Over the next couple of days, the dining coaches were put into service. The food was delicious and received great reviews from the passengers, and the train was renamed to the luncheon service. 2 weeks later, Richard was told to pull the passenger train, which also included the dining coaches. Richard eyed the coaches worriedly as Fleur shunted them onto the front of the train. So these are the dining coaches, said Richard. They look old-fashioned to me. Well, yes, they are, said Fleur. But they have a kitchen inside, a small fridge, a small microwave, and a small stove. Oh, I see, said Richard nervously. Relax, Richard. Anyway, what could possibly go wrong? Don't even say that. Richard quickly exchanged tracks and backed down onto the coaches. But however, as he backed down, he approached it very slowly. Oh, Richard, we should go a bit more faster. You're almost there. With that, his driver opened the regulator a bit more, and soon Richard backed down onto the coaches. It's all just fuss over these coaches. Anyway, they are just coaches. But in spite of that, I'm just preparing the soup ready. Richard was startled. Then he realized he was talking to the chef at the leading coach. Soup? Yes, soup. It is tomato today. Richard was less interested about the type of soup. He was eager to get going. When the guard blew his whistle, and Richard started off slowly but steadily. We better pick up more speed, said his driver. We don't want to be late. I know, said Richard. These coaches look very heavy, he said as he struggled down the line. It wasn't just the dining coaches he was worried about. With the extra weight, the train was much more heavy than usual, and he had to puff hard to make up the lost time. When he approached the next station, he had to brake gently, and then for starting up, he had to puff out slowly and gently. Because of this, he was losing track of time, and he knew he had to pick up speed to make up for it. It wasn't long until he reached Kirkmarken, where Cody the mountain engine was there. Having trouble, Richard? I am surprised. Well, I'm pulling dining coaches. It's a good thing your railway doesn't have one. Oh, definitely not, said Cody. They won't withstand against the wind in the mountains. Lucky you, said Richard. With the extra weight of these coaches, it's making me much more tired, and I had to make up the lost time. Oh, good luck with that, said Cody. Be careful of the rails up to Peel Godric. It's wet. Right. Driver, I'm going to need sand for this departure. His driver obliged and began to open up his sandboxes. And when the guard blew his whistle, Richard started off. His wheels dug within the sand as his wheels slipped. More steam, please, driver, said Richard, until at last he managed to get a grip and give the train a jolt as he began to pull the train out of the station. Unbeknownst to them, there was a sudden noise in the second dining carriage. but Richard and his driver were not aware about it and carried on as usual. On the way back, things went smoothly until he approached the end of the line, where the manager was there. He was not happy. "Oh no, what is it this time?" he said to himself. "Richard, what I heard about a lady requested that we pay a dry cleaning bill. Well, you do want us to keep trains running on time." "Oh yes, I understand. Yes, with the weight of these dining coaches, I had to make up the lost time." "Yes, I understand about it. Did you know about the jolt?" "Yes, I remember about the jolt. Yeah, and that's what happened what I said earlier." "Well, next time, if you're trying to dug your wheels into it and giving a train a jolt, if you get my meaning, make sure it's inconsiderate or considerate to our passengers." "I understand, sir." As Fleur took away the coaches, Richard went back to the sheds, and he was furious. All this fuss was just over a few drops of soup. "Having a good day, Richard?" said Roger, who was being checked over. "No, though I knew those dining coaches could cause trouble. Passengers complain, left, right, center, if you get my meaning." "I understand, Richard. What happened?" Richard explained to Roger about what happened. I understand about it. But from my point of view, I think that one single complaint is no excuse." Yes, you're right, Roger. But all the same, one complaint could do anything harm." "Yes, they just do it just for the sake of their own selves. They don't even care about others." "Yes, good point.